Who is Havxc?
Who is Havxc? Shit. It's a hard question. I guess Havxc is kind of like, in the sense of, I guess of me personally, there's definitely a difference between like the persona of Havxc and me. Havxc is like me in the most confident form possible.
Okay.
I think that's probably it. If you're just trying to, who is Havxc, like that's version of me is the most confident version of me.
Gotcha. Where does that stem from? Because before you even get to that, like Havxc has the negative connotation to it, depending on your background.
Yeah.
Like Havxc could be, like anarchy, and anarchy isn't bad if you're down with the shits.
Yeah.
But where do you get that from? How does that make sense to you, and especially putting the X in between it instead of the O?
So it really goes back like to when I first got the name Havxc, but it wasn't always Havxc. At first, when I first started rapping, like mad young, my boy Chino, like I showed him, I was like, yo bro, I can freestyle. Like I called him up to one of the Yonkers beat and fucking bro, yeah, that was the first beat I ever.
No, that's fire. That's fire.
And was freestyling. I was like, yo bro, I need a name. And it was around like the SoundCloud era, and everybody was using Lil. He's like, bro, you can't do no Lil shit. Like everybody was using Lil. He's like, nigga, you
smart.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you a big boy, so big. And he's like trying to think of some shit. He's like, yo, bro, Havxc, like you're creating chaos on the beat, like you was wrecking shit.
Man, boy is smart.
Yeah, facts.
Boy is smart.
That's my brother, bro.
That's a good man right there.
And then over time, I kind of dropped the big. It just wasn't like me anymore. I wasn't even rapping for it. It was just kind of like a persona I started to take on.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you know who Scarlord is.
The name sounds familiar.
He was like same era as like X and everything, and like was on that screamo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Got you, yeah.
So he was always making his O's X's and shit like that.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, that looks cool.
Got you.
I made that the O and the X.
Got you.
Over time, I created its own meaning. So my version of Havxc is kind of like the positive that comes after the actual chaos.
Got you.
So yeah, and like that's kind of the whole story. Started up, I made my own meaning to it. That's how I think of Havxc, and kind of take all the bad and make it into something good.
I like that. I do love that. Cause like I forgot who I was talking to. They have a name that sounds negative too, but like we, even though we have these words in our English language, we're allowed to express ourselves how we want to with them, and in turn we can make a bad thing a good thing.
Facts. That's
like,
the whole point.
You're not out here fucking shit up, rioting in the streets and doing all this extra shit. But when it comes to the music, you causing havoc. You making sure that people are seeing you. You putting your face out there.
Facts.
You're leaving the mess where it needs to be laid.
Yeah.
So it's definitely lit. It's definitely lit.